So I wanted to do another video on some cool VIM tools. I've had these socket stendos for a while now, but when I looked them up on their website, you can't get them anymore. They've been discontinued. And that's a shame, because these are based as fuck. These come in 1/4 inch, well, they came in 1/4 inch, 3/8 and 1/2 inch sizes. I only have the 3/8 and 1/2 inch drive ones. These are spinner handles, but they got that bonus hole at the other end, so you can stick a ratchet on them. And they're locking. This blue ring you can pull back to load or unload a socket onto them. I'll admit, I thought this locking stuff was cap at first, but after trying it out, I like them. Once the socket is on there, it's not coming off. Unless you pull back on the ring, then you can take it off, but otherwise it's not coming off. A lot of times I'll use the long version in place of a regular socket extension. It's nice to have the handle to grip to spin the nut on, and then you can put a ratchet on it for the final torque. They're also great for spark plug sockets. A lot of times when you're taking out a spark plug, the socket comes off when you try to pull it out. I really like the shorty 1/2 inch drive one for lug nuts. Sometimes I'll want to spin the lug nuts on by hand just to get them started, and then do the final torque with an impact. Now you do not want to be impacting on these spinner handles though, they're not rated for that. I love the translucent blue acetate style handles on these. I know it's not modern, but it's my favorite style of handle. The shanks on these have a satin chrome finish. One of the 4 has gotten a couple of rust spots on it here, but otherwise they've held up okay. The only potential weak point I can see is the locking mechanism. It looks like it's just held on there with a roll pin, and I'm sure there's material removed inside to make way for the mechanism. They appear to have compensated for that by making the shanks extra thick. That's really the only negative on these. If you compare the thicknesses to standard extensions, the VIMs are all a hair thicker. It's much more noticeable if you compare the VIM to a KoKen extension. KoKens are like the thinnest extensions out there. Sometimes you have to snake an extension around obstructions to get to a bolt. The KoKen has no problem getting in there, but the VIM, it's just too thick. There's no way it's getting in there. Yeah, I really wish I had gotten the 1/4 inch drive versions while they were still available. At the time I figured I had plenty of 1/4 inch drive spinner handles, so why would I need any more? But none of these have the locking feature. I think I was just focused on finding spinner handles in 3/8 and 1/2 inch drive at the time. I never thought I would like the locking feature, but I do. It sucks that VIM discontinued these. They were pretty cool. If you look on Amazon, there's tons of different locking extension sets on there, but none of them have handles. I'm not aware of anyone else making locking spinner handles. If you just want a 3/8 drive spinner handle and don't care about the locking feature, there's a few options out there. I'll put links to these in the video description, but I haven't found a 1/2 inch drive spinner handle anywhere, let alone a locking one. I think VIM might have been the only company to make them. So that's it for this video. Let me know if you know of anyone else making locking spinner handles. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later. Bye.